Hello decorators around the world. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of outdoor pathway decorations for your garden. If you're looking to transform your garden paths into stunning, eye-catching features, you've come to the right place. I've got plenty of ideas, design tips, and advice to help you create the garden pathway of your dreams. Let's get started. First off, let's talk about the different types of pathways you can create. The materials you choose can really set the tone for your garden. Gravel pathways are a popular choice because they're affordable, easy to install, and have a charming rustic feel. They're perfect for more informal cottage-style gardens. Plus, they provide excellent drainage. Just make sure to install a good weed barrier underneath to keep those pesky plants from poking through. If you're going for a more formal look, consider using stone pavers or bricks. Stone pavers like slate, limestone, or granite bring a timeless elegance to any garden. They're durable and weather well, making them a long-lasting option. Bricks, on the other hand, offer a warm, classic aesthetic. They're also incredibly versatile, allowing you to create intricate patterns like herringbone, basket weave, or simple running bond. For those who love a natural look, wooden pathways can be a fantastic option. Using reclaimed wood or decking boards, you can create beautiful boardwalk-style paths. These are especially great for gardens with a lot of uneven terrain, or for creating a unique, elevated walkway. Just remember that wood requires a bit more maintenance to prevent rot and ensure longevity, especially in wetter climates. Now let's add some personality and flair to your pathways. One way to do this is by incorporating stepping stones. These can be made from various materials like concrete, stone, or even mosaic tiles. Stepping stones can break up a monotonous pathway and provide focal points along the way. You can space them out evenly for a neat look or scatter them more randomly for a whimsical touch. Lighting is another crucial element that can transform your garden pathways. Solar-powered stake lights are an eco-friendly option that's easy to install and move around. For a more permanent solution, consider low-voltage landscape lighting. This can be installed along the edges of your path to provide a soft, inviting glow. Lanterns or string lights hung nearby can also create a magical fairy tale ambience. To make your pathways even more inviting, think about the plants that line them. Low-growing plants like creeping thyme, chamomile, or sedum are perfect for bordering pathways. They soften the edges and can even release a lovely fragrance when stepped on. For a more structured look, boxwood or lavender hedges add formality and a pop of color. Speaking of color, don't shy away from adding decorative elements to your pathways. Painted rocks, decorative tiles, or even small sculptures can add character and charm. If you're crafty, you can even create personalized stepping stones with handprints, names, or dates. These little touches make your garden uniquely yours and are great conversation starters. Another idea is to integrate water features near your pathways. A small pond, a trickling stream, or a bubbling fountain can create a serene and relaxing atmosphere. The sound of water can be incredibly soothing and adds a new sensory experience to your garden. Just make sure to position these features thoughtfully so they don't obstruct the path. Let's not forget about the practical aspects of pathway design. When planning your garden paths, think about their primary function. Are they meant to lead guests through the garden, provide access to different areas, or simply add aesthetic value? For heavily trafficked areas, make sure your pathways are wide enough for two people to walk side by side comfortably. A width of 3 to 4 feet is generally recommended. Consider the shape and layout of your pathways as well. Curved paths tend to be more interesting and visually pleasing compared to straight ones. They create a sense of mystery and invite exploration, making your garden feel larger and more dynamic. However, for more formal or minimalist gardens, straight paths with clean lines can emphasize symmetry and order. Maintenance is another key factor. Think about how much time and effort you're willing to invest in keeping your pathways looking pristine. Gravel paths might need occasional raking to keep them level, while brick and stone pathways may require periodic weeding and moss removal. Wooden paths will need treatments to prevent weathering and rot. One of the most captivating ways to enhance your pathways is by incorporating art into your design. Mosaic pathways can be a striking addition to your garden, allowing you to play with colors, patterns, and textures. You can create intricate designs using broken tiles, glass pieces, or even pebbles. This not only makes your pathway a unique piece of art, but also adds a splash of color and visual interest. For those who prefer a subtler approach, consider embedding natural elements into your pathways. River stones, pebbles, or seashells can be set into concrete or mortar to create a textured, tactile surface. This approach blends seamlessly with naturalistic garden styles and adds a touch of whimsy underfoot. If you're aiming for a more dramatic effect, think about incorporating lighting directly into your pathways. LED strip lights can be embedded along the edges or even within the pavers themselves. This creates a striking, modern look that not only enhances the pathway's appearance, but also improves safety by illuminating the way after dark. Let's also consider seasonal elements that can change the look and feel of your pathways throughout the year. Planting bulbs like tulips, daffodils, or crocuses along the edges of your paths will provide vibrant, seasonal color in the spring. As these flowers bloom, they create a cheerful border that signals the arrival of warmer weather. For autumn, you might plant ornamental grasses or perennials like asters and mums. These plants add texture and color as the seasons change, keeping your pathways looking dynamic and interesting year-round. Additionally, strategically placed evergreen shrubs or trees can provide structure and greenery, even in the depths of winter. Another creative idea is to use different textures and materials to define specific zones within your garden. For instance, you might use gravel or mulch for pathways that meander through more informal areas, while stone or brick pavers can delineate more structured sections. This approach not only adds visual interest but also subtly guides visitors through your garden, creating a more intuitive flow. Vertical elements can also play a significant role in your pathway design. Consider installing trellises or arches over your paths and training climbing plants like roses, wisteria, or clematis to grow over them. This creates a magical tunnel-like effect that adds height and depth to your garden, making your pathways feel like a journey through a secret garden. Incorporating seating along your pathways can turn them into inviting spots for relaxation and contemplation. A strategically placed bench or a few garden chairs can provide a place to sit and enjoy the surroundings. You could even create small, secluded seating areas with a couple of chairs and a table, perfect for enjoying a cup of tea or a good book amidst the beauty of your garden. And let's not overlook the wildlife. By planting native flowers and shrubs along your pathways, you can attract beneficial insects like bees and butterflies, as well as birds. This not only enhances the ecological value of your garden, but also adds a dynamic element as you watch these creatures go about their day. For those who enjoy a bit of DIY, creating your own garden stepping stones can be a fun and rewarding project. You can buy kits or find tutorials online to make concrete stepping stones, adding imprints of leaves, shells, or even using handprints for a personal touch. These custom pieces can tell a story and bring a personal connection to your garden. Lastly, let's touch on the environmental benefits of well-designed garden pathways. By using permeable materials like gravel or spaced-out pavers, you allow rainwater to seep into the ground, reducing runoff and promoting groundwater recharge. Choosing sustainable materials like reclaimed wood or locally sourced stone can also reduce your environmental footprint. That's all, decorators. From choosing the right materials and adding decorative elements to considering practicality and maintenance, there are countless ways to enhance your garden pathways. With a bit of creativity and planning, you can create paths that are not only functional, but also beautiful and reflective of your personal style. I hope these ideas have inspired you to get started on your own garden pathway project.